figure, we draw here figure. That figure is called as line. Small mistake. Segment is the correct answer. And tell the name of segment. Segment AB. Tell the end points of that segment.
Point A, point B.
Correct. Point A and point B are the end points of that segment. We draw perpendicular bisector. Who draw perpendicular bisector here? Perpendicular bisector of segment AB we draw here. Who draw perpendicular bisector? Can anyone draw perpendicular bisector? Yes? Anyone? Can anyone draw perpendicular bisector? Yes, come here. Is good. And half, greater than half distance, lock here and correct. Bhiyungde draw correct perpendicular bisector. Yes, good. Arcs can be drawn. Good. Yes. Good perpendicular bisector drawn here. Take distance greater than the half, greater than its half distance, and draw arcs upper and lower. Then take center B and again draw arcs on upper and lower side. That is the method of perpendicular bisector. We get 2 points of intersections, and after that we draw a line. Line can be drawn. Then take any point, every point on perpendicular bisector. Suppose point C here, and take distance of point C. Distance of point C from end points. Which are the distances? Distance between point C and one end point. One end point is point A. A and C distance is distance AC, and another distance is point of C from another end points. Distance BC. These two distances we check here with the help of compass. Distance BC and distance AC, both distances are, tell here, both distances are similar, equal. Then take another point on perpendicular bisector, again check distance. distance from B and distance from A, both distance is again similar. Otherwise, take distance point on the perpendicular bisector here and take distance of point B and point A. This distance also similar. Otherwise, take distance point here and check distance of point B and point A. This distance also similar. Is it correct? Means every point on perpendicular bisector is equidistant from the end points of segment. This is the theorem of perpendicular bisector theorem. What is the theorem? Perpendicular bisector theorem. Perpendicular bisector of segment theorem. Perpendicular bisector of segment, we increase here, and theorem. Theorem is every point on the perpendicular bisector of segment, every point on perpendicular bisector of segment is equidistant. Equidistant means distance is equal from end points of segment. This distance is equal from end points of segment. Is equal distance means equidistant from the end points of the segment. Every point on perpendicular bisector of segment is equidistant from end points of segment. That is the perpendicular bisector of segment theorem. This is the theorem sentence. Is any difficulty in solution? What is the first part? Correct. First part is given. Another word for given is antecedent. Antecedent definition is the sentence follow if and then is present here, if and then is not present here, then which sentence before that? Next part of given is to prove. Correct. Tell to prove sentence. Point on perpendicular bisector is equidistant from end points. Point on perpendicular bisector, which point we consider here? Point C. And that point is equidistant from end points. Equidistant means equal distance. Which is the equal distance?
CA is equal
Good. CA is equal to CB. That is segment CA congruent segment CB. Required distance means congruent segments. And we write here which is the perpendicular bisector. Is line L. Line L is perpendicular bisector of which segment? Perpendicular bisector of segment AB. Correct. We write perpendicular bisector name only, and segment name we write here in given. And in to prove that point is equidistant from end points, point C is equidistant from end points A and B, we write here. After that, next part is construction already we done here. The next part is proof. What is the proof? This is perpendicular. Perpendicular means here how many degree? 90 degree. Perpendicular. Bisector means, bisect means two parts of segment are congruent. Is it correct? And we show this side congruent, we show here. In to prove, what we prove here? What we prove here? These are angles. These are angles? No. Then what are they? What are they? Segments means, yes, good. Segment means sides. These are sides. When we say that corresponding sides are congruent, yes. 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 When we say that sides are congruent, its opposite angles are congruent. That is correct answer. But more correct is that also correct answer. When its opposite angles are congruent, then we can say that these sides are congruent. Good thinking. But more correct is when we say that corresponding sides are congruent, corresponding sides CS of congruent side CT. When we write CSCT, reason more nearer to answer. I put you more nearer to answer. Corresponding sides of congruent angle, where we like? Yes, good, more correct answer given here. When two triangles are congruent, then and then we can say that corresponding sides are congruent. Good answer given here. That is the important answer. Two triangles we show here congruent. For that purpose, tell here name of triangle, consider including CA side. Tell the name of triangle included CA side.
Triangle CAM.
Triangle CAM is the correct answer. And tell the name of triangle whose side is CB.
Triangle CBM.
Triangle CAM and triangle CBM. That is 1-1 correspondence in this way and in this way. Triangle CBM is the 1-1 correspondence answer. And in triangle CAM and triangle CBM, three conditions are essential. First condition is
Segment AM congruent segment
good segment AM congruent segment
BM.
BM. That is the first answer correct. Segment AM congruent segment BM, and reason is not given here. Meaning of that given we write there.
Perpendicular.
Yes, perpendicular bisector means M is midpoint of AB. M is midpoint of AB. Therefore, two parts are congruent. Then second condition is, this is the first condition.
Angle CMA congruent to angle CMB.
Angle CMA congruent angle CMB is the correct answer. Tell here angle CMA congruent angle CMB, angle CMB, and reason is why these angles are congruent. Reason is good, each 90 degree. That is the correct answer. Each 90 degree. Then third condition always present here.
Segment CM congruent segment CM.
Good. Segment CM congruent segment CM. Segment CM congruent segment CM. Who tell the reason that segment is congruent? Why? Good. This is common side. We write here common side. And therefore, if three conditions are satisfied, then we can write
Triangle CAM congruent
good triangle CAM congruent
triangle CBM.
triangle CBM. Good answer given here, and reason is
Hypotenuse triangles.
small mistake.
Yes, test.
Good. Tell here yes, A, yes, here in that triangle. Yes, A, yes. Means what we write? Yes, A, yes, test. If two triangles are congruent, if two triangles are congruent, then what we write? If two triangles are congruent, then there are two possibilities. First possibility is dot dot, and second possibility is dot dot. What do we write? When two triangles are congruent, then first possibility is dot dot, second possibility dot dot. Yes. When two triangles are congruent, then corresponding sides are congruent, and second is corresponding angles also congruent. These are the two possibilities. Understand? Then which possibility we apply here? First or second? Yes. Good. First possibility apply. Good answer given here. Which possibility? Who tell? First possibility, that is which possibility? Corresponding
sides are congruent.
Good. Corresponding sides are congruent. That is the first possibility we apply here, because our aim is, yes, our aim is to prove, is our aim. In that, to prove angles are essential. What are essential? Sides are essential. Therefore, corresponding sides are congruent, we apply here. And tell here which are the corresponding sides. There are three sides. Two already we write here. Third is remaining. Which side remaining? Yes, good. Segment CA. Therefore, segment CA congruent in that triangle, segment CB is remaining. Good. Segment CB. And reason is, who tell the reason? Short form. Yes, good. CSCT means corresponding sides of congruent triangle. These are the corresponding sides of congruent triangle, and that is the asking question, that is to prove. Is it correct? And hence the proof. Hence the proof. We write here reason. This is the method of solution. Is any difficulty? Write down.